Hello, dear grade 10. Welcome to our class. This week, our topic will be language features of an exposition or an argumentative text. Our objectives are identify conjunctions and connectives, use conjunctions and connectives in sentences, identify key structural elements of arguments and language features of argumentative text. Let's start by having a review of our previous lesson about exposition. What is an exposition? An exposition persuades a reader or listener by presenting one side of an argument. By taking a point of view and justifying it, we aim to convince others to see only that side of an issue. The key structural elements of an exposition or an argument are statements of position, arguments, and reinforcement of the statement of position. Remember, SAR. For our topic, we will be discussing the language features of an exposition or an argument. Let's begin with conjunctions. Conjunctions, also known as joining words, join one part of a sentence to another. They link the flow of the argument. Examples: so and so, because, therefore, if, and, but. There are other conjunctions besides the following. Now let us have an example. Smoking in restaurants is not just on. It must not be allowed because it is rude, harmful to others, and dangerous to the smoker. Our conjunction in the sentence is because. Let's have modal verbs. They express the writer's attitude to the topic. Examples: can, could, should, must, might, and others. Our example sentence: cigarettes can cause heart and lung disease, and people should not smoke anywhere, not just in restaurants. Our modal verb in this sentence is should not. Evaluative language. This suggests the degree of approval or helps compare ideas. It is a positive or negative language that judges the worth of something. Examples: important, best, most, truth, largest, more popular. Let's have an example. It is important not to smoke anywhere. The best way to flatten the curve of COVID-19 cases is discipline. Important and best are examples of evaluative language used in these sentences. Thinking verbs. Different verbs that relate to the process of thinking. Know, believe, feel, people think, agreed are some of the examples of this. Our sentence: everyone agreed with the bad effects of smoking to people. Agreed is our thinking verb. Connective words. They link ideas in an argument. Most of the examples are firstly, for that reason, for example, as a consequence, because of this, in particular, therefore, finally. Let's have an example. Firstly, smoking in restaurant is impolite. Finally, Smoking is dangerous and a health risk to the smoker. Another language feature is the use of present tense. If we use present tense in our text, exposition text, and argumentative text, present tense gives an up-to-date feeling in your writing. Example: smoking causes stroke and coronary heart disease, which are among the leading causes of death anywhere around the globe. Smoking in restaurant is impolite. The smell of smoke affects all people. The highlighted words are examples of verbs in its present form. Rhetorical questions. Rhetorical questions are used to point out something and are not meant to be answered. An example of this: why make cigarettes if they may be harmful to people? Now let us recap. The language features of an exposition or an argument are conjunctions, modal verbs, evaluative language, thinking verbs, connective words or connectors, use of present tense, and rhetorical questions.
Words that show the author's attitude or modality. The example words and phrases are: it must not be allowed, should not be allowed. These words means that the author is against or in opposition of smoking in restaurants. The second one is the use of words that express feelings, or also known as emotive words. What are the examples? We have rude, harmful, dangerous, impolite, foul, cancer, dangerous. These words are emotive words expressing feelings. Another is the use of linking words. For you to be better understood by your readers, it is important that you use linking words such as firstly, another reason, finally, and therefore. These words are important for you to be able to connect the ideas from one paragraph to another. Another thing that you should remember, as language features of an exposition, when you write an exposition text, you have to remember that you are going to use present tense, and mostly in the third person.
Now let's see, how much did you learn? Identify what language feature is used. Conjunctions, modal verbs, thinking verbs, use of present tense, connective words or connectors, evaluative language, rhetorical questions. You will be given 5 seconds to answer. Are you ready? Let's begin. Self-discipline is one of the most important tools to battle the alarming trend of COVID-19 cases. Evaluative language. Correct. And which one is it? Most important. If they can succeed and be prosperous, then why can't we? If your answer is modal verbs, because we have can or can't, you are correct. Let's proceed. Your faith in God can lead you to the right path, and surely He will be there all the way. Correct. Conjunctions. We have and. I believe in the power of faith, hope, and love. The answer is thinking verbs. The Kapampangan cooks deliciously. That's why they are known to be one of the best in terms of culinary. Yes, in here we have the verb in its present tense. Is there a way to eradicate crimes in our country? It is a rhetorical question. Good job. Next, for the last one. As a consequence, there are a lot of innocent people who suffered because of injustice and inequality. Correct. Connective words or connectors. Well done, grade 10. Learning about the structure of an exposition and its language features will save a writer like you. Applying appropriately these language features will strengthen your points in your exposition or argumentative text. These are the activities you are to accomplish for this week. For the assessment, in the module, you are to read the argumentative text. Then, you will answer the questions provided. Write your answers in your answer sheet. For the additional activities, you're going to search for argumentative text from newspapers or from online publications. Read the news and opinion sections. Then using the table, you're going to list at least 5 arguments presented and the conjunctions or connectives used by the writer. Do this on your answer sheet. That's it for today. I hope you did learn. For your inquiries, just reach me out in my Facebook account. With Mumsy, English is fun. Thank you. Keep safe and God bless.